Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa al-aqibatu lil muttaqin wa salatu wa salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen wa ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in ila yawmiddin. Amma ba'd, qala Allah tabarak wa ta'ala fil Qur'an al-Majid wal Furqan al-Hamid. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون صدق الله العظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. Inshallah, from today we are starting our 5 subjects regarding Ramadan. So today our topic will be fasting. Next, inshallah, zakat, then fitrana, then tarawih and i'tikaf. All the masail, fiqhi masail, any questions you have, you can take my number after Jumah and you can send me whatever questions you have regarding Ramzan, fasting, tarawih, zakat, anything, inshallah. And I can add those numbers if they are like those questions are not already here. I can add those questions here as well, inshallah. So what is the definition of fasting? The definition of fasting is that a person stops himself from eating, drinking, smoking, from sexual intercourse from dawn till sunset, from sahri till sunset, for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One is you are not eating, drinking, smoking, nothing at all, just for a diet. After sunset you cannot say, chalo yaar, I didn't eat anything, so let's call it roza. No. Intention is very important for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If someone has not done anything, one of these 4 things I've told you, and of course other things as well, which we'll mention, but mainly these 4 things you have to stop yourself from: eating, drinking, smoking, sexual intercourse. If you stop yourself from dawn, from sahri to all the way till sunset for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the definition of fasting. This is fasting. There are 5 types of fasts. 5 types of fast. 1 fard, second is wajib, 1 is sunnah, 1 is makruh tanzihi, 1 is makruh tahrimi. So fard fasts are only Ramzan fasts. Ramzan fasts are fard fast, obligatory fasts, either ada or qada. Either you are going to fast in the month of Ramzan or you missed your previous fasts. You have to make up those fasts. There is no choice that I can pay money for that or fidya. You can pay money, but I will tell you who can pay money for your previous fasts. But normally all the Ramzan fasts, they are fard fasts. Second are wajib fasts. Wajib fasts are what you make fard upon yourself. Wajib and fard come in the same category, but wajib is you make wajib upon yourself. Like, oh Allah, that if you give me this car, or if I buy this house, or if I'm married to this person, or whatever you want to say, that Allah, if you give me this, I will fast for you. As soon you say that, the fast has become wajib upon you. As soon that job is done, you have to fast now. As soon the job is done, you have to fast. That is called mannat fast. That is wajib. Third one is sunnah fast. Sunnah fast comes with nafil fast, but sunnah fast are you fasting 9th of Arafah. That's sunnah fast, like on the Hajj day. That's sunnah fast. Fasting 6 Shawwal, after once a month of Ramadan finishes, after that Shawwal month starts. In that month, fasting for 6 days is sunnah fast. Monday and Thursday is sunnah fast. So these are the sunnah fasts. The Rasulullah sunnah, basically Rasulullah used to fast in these days. 3 Ayyam Beed, 13, 14 and 15th. These are the 3 Ayyam Beed, very white days. Every month you can fast. Islamic month. Makruh tanzihi. Next one, makruh. What is makruh tanzihi? Disliked. You won't get gunegar, you won't get sinful, but if you keep doing it, you will eventually will start getting sinful. What is that? You have specified a day, like Jumah day, I'm going to fast every day, every Jumah day. No, you cannot give importance to a day. You cannot give importance to a day. You cannot just fast one specific day, that this is the day I'm going to fast. Can't do that. This is makruh tanzihi. Dislike. Shouldn't do that. One is makruh tahrimi. is next to haram. It's haram basically. Let's say for you haram. Fasting 5 days in a year is haram. 2 days are Eid day. There are Eid al-Fitr, which comes after Ramadan month. Fasting on that day is haram. If anyone starts his fast, he has to break that fast straight away. One is on Eid al-Adha, just before after Hajj, you cannot fast. The 9th of Arafah is Sunnah fasting because Hajj day. Very next day, 10th of Arafah, you cannot fast because that's the Eid day. Haram fasting on that day. Anyone starts his fast, he has to break that fast straight away. 2 days haram. Now, what other 3 days? Ayyam Tashriq, 11th of Hajj, 12th of Dhul Hajj, and 13th of Dhul Hajj. These are the other 3 days you cannot fast. So basically, Eid al-Fitr, which is after Ramadan, you cannot fast, and then 10th of Dhul Hajj, 11th, 12th, and 13th. These 4 days you cannot fast. Fasting these days is haram. Now, next question: until what time can we make intention of fast? Normally, this happens first or second fast. With those who have gone uni, college, and they don't have any Muslim friends there, so they have gone to sleep. They didn't even know the next day was fasting. The fast is starting next day. They don't know. They woke up like 9 a.m. in the morning without making intention, without saying anything, without even thinking next day was Ramadan. And when they woke up, they found their mom, how are you? You okay? Oh, have you started fast? And fasting. Fasting month has started. Yeah, fasting month started. Now 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., you can make intention of fast as long as before Zawal time. You made the intention before the Zawal time, you can make intention and then start your fast. If you have not eaten anything since Sari till your Niyat time, so you have not eaten anything purposely, mistakenly you've eaten, you didn't even know that. But if that happened, then you can make intention before Zawal time and your fast will start. Next one is how to make intention of fast. What is actually intention? Do we have to read out loud that dua? وَبِصَوْمِ غَدٍ نَوَيْتُ مِنْ شَهْرِ Ramadhan. So do we have to do that? If we don't say that Ramadan Roza wants to start, or do we have to say in Urdu or English that Allah, I am keeping fast tomorrow for your pleasure, or this and that? Do we have to say? What is intention? Intention is what is in your heart. As long as you know tomorrow is fast and you went to sleep, then that's fine, your fast has started. As soon you were sleeping, but Sari, you never woke up for Sari. Or you woke up for, you ate something at night time. You ate something 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the morning, and someone asks you that why are you eating this time? Do you really normally wake up this time and eat? No, you don't. Why you woke up and you ate that time? Because you wanted to do Roza for next day. That's the reason you're eating. So the eating Sahri is actually your niyat. Eating Sahri is a niyat as well. So once you've eaten something, that's fine. Your next day's Roza has started. You don't have to say dua loud. But if you say it, it's up to you. But intention is more than enough that you want to start your fast for next day. Next question is, you made an intention in the night that I'm going to fast next day, like 1 a.m. in the morning, and your fast is starting 4 a.m. in the morning. Now, can we eat between my intention and until Sahri? Yes, of course, because you made an intention that I'm going to start my fast next day. It doesn't mean that you have made intention now you can't eat anything. No. You can eat and you don't have to make another intention, right? Because you already made intention, I'm starting Roza after my Sahri time. If a woman's menstruation finishes or after childbirth bleeding stops before Sahri, can she start her fast? Because has or nifas. Has is monthly menstruation. Nifas is when after child's birth, when the blood comes, it calls nifas blood. And monthly bleeding calls it has blood. So as soon the has stops, the bleeding, monthly bleeding stops, or after childbirth, when the bleeding stops before Sahri, do they have to start their fast or they can miss the fast? It is lazim upon them to start your fast, even though you have not taken bath yet. That's fine, go and eat first. If you've got no time left, go and eat, and then after that you can take bath. So you have to start your fast. What our elders say, you're misunderstanding, it's a misunderstanding in our elders. They say as soon child is born, after that 40 days woman cannot read namaz, she cannot touch Quran, she cannot fast, she's going through impurity days. 40 days are the maximum days. In nifas basically after childbirth, there is no minimum time. Here child comes out and their bleeding stops, next namaz is fard upon you. Straight after that, next namaz is fard upon you. It all depends on the blood. As soon blood stops, your roza, next roza is fard upon you, next namaz is fard upon you. Has, which is monthly cycle, menstruation, that minimum is 3 days, a maximum 10 days. Nifas, there is no minimum, maximum of 40 days. But that doesn't mean that you have to stay away 40 days. If you are not going to fast, then you have become gunagar, and those who are stopping you, they'll become sinful as well. So you have to check that if your blood stops, you have to start your next day's fast. If I make intention of breaking fast, that's just very simple question, that if I make intention of breaking fast, will that break my fast? That I've just made intention I'm going to break my fast, my fast is gone. No, of course not. You won't break your fast. Just like you reading namaz and you make intention I'm going to break my namaz, you won't break your namaz until you do something to break your namaz. Nothing will break your fast until you do something to break your fast. What breaks your fast? The golden rule I gave you at the start. What is fasting? Staying away from eating, drinking, smoking and sexual intercourse. 4 things. You do any one of these 4 things, you will break your fast. So these golden rules, keep these things in your mind. Another golden rule is coming, is that I want you to just keep this rule in your mind, because next all those questions depending on this. Actions are classed in 2 different forms. So actions in fasting, you can say, in fasting, actions are classed in 2 different forms. One is forgetfully. You have done something in forgetfulness. One is mistakenly or unknowingly. So forgetfully you done something. One is unknowingly, mistakenly you done something. Why? Okay, just keep this in your mind. Does forgetfully eating, drinking, smoking or sexual intercourse, or whatever haram you did, you know that when ejaculate, the boys, all that, so you can understand that I cannot open up. If you have done anything like that, will that break your fast? You done it forgetfully. So let's say some person was standing there and eating. He did not know he was fasting. He forgetfully eating something, forgetfully drank something, or he was smoking. For as soon someone told him, "Yeah, if you're smoking, you're fasting," straight away throw it away, or stop whatever you were doing, eating or drinking, whatever you were doing, stop. It won't break your fast. Why? Because with forgetfulness, if you have done something, it won't break your fast. But if you have done mistakenly something, unknowingly that happened though, mistakenly, that will break your fast. How? You were doing wudu when you're goggling your mouth, you put water in your mouth and someone pushed you and the water went in. That happened mistakenly, that will break your fast. Water went in your throat or beyond your throat, that will break your fast if it went unknowingly or mistakenly. Forgetfully, that's different thing. That won't break your fast. Mistakenly will break your fast. Are okay? If you don't understand anything, after Jumah, you can come to me. If you need to know anything else, of course you can come and you can ask me. Does smoking or vaping breaks your fast? As I mentioned before, you have to stay away from smoking. Purposely smoking and vaping, knowingly you are fasting, will break your fast. But one is unknowingly smoke is going in, like you are in a garage somewhere to fix your car and the smoke is everywhere. But of course it's not like you're going to stop breathing there now. You know smoke is going in, but that's fine, that's okay. You are, let's say, mom is making handi or something, the steam is everywhere. Yeah, if you go right next to handi where she's cooking food and you inhaling all that steam, that will break your fast. That's the reason in COVID people were asking, can we take steam while fasting? Of course you can't. You cannot take steam while fasting. Why? Because you're inhaling all the smoke and all that water is going in. So you cannot inhale smoke deliberately. You can't go next to the candle and taking all the smoke in. If you do that purposely, that will break your fast. But candle smell is fragrance going everywhere. That won't break your fast because it's all over the room. So it won't break your fast. If there is a small amount of water left in your mouth after goggling and went in your throat with saliva, does that break your fast? That's another thing people normally ask. I goggled my mouth, I put water in my mouth. Is that going to break my? I threw all the water out. Is that going to break my fast? No. You put water in your mouth, you threw the water out. Now whatever is inside your saliva, the saliva's got a bit cold, you think this is going to, it's a water, it's not actually water, it's saliva. So just put water in and then throw it out. Now after that, even though there's saliva you're taking in a little bit, it won't break your fast. Actually our scholars, they say back home 40 Celsius, 50 Celsius, while there is a temperature 40 Celsius, 50 temperature, they say it's better after a few hours go and gargle your mouth with the cold water and throw all the water out. Now there's a coolness in your mouth. Take the saliva in now. It will help you, passing all that day. In this country you don't need it, but once you're done fully, put the water out and you are okay. You won't break your fast. Jazakallah khair. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala khair farmaye sadaqi. देर हुई तो बड़ी जल्दी